my boy? Welcome to the second episode of Knowledge Exchange. What's going down? What's up, the people, the pimps, the players,
That's
everybody in between?
the intro right there.
Yeah,
What's
let's go.
up?
What's
You
up,
know what I
man?
mean? Shit. Happy Black History Month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And we got an extra day this year. It's a leap year, so we got
Oh,
29 days.
word.
Even though they do know they try to shortchange us, give it the shortest month, but this year it's leap year, so they go to February 29th.
Oh, we gotta act the ass then.
Yeah,
Barbecue
and
galore or
it's nice,
something, dog.
and it's nice weather. I might even barbecue.
Toast to that.
Mm-hmm. Been knew it.
So what's been going on with you, man, since the last episode? What's been going down?
You want to know what's crazy? I ain't been
So,
doing nothing but preparing for the first episode.
oh, word.
It's all that, man. I've been excited, man. The promotion, the feedback for the most part been positive. It ain't been crazy, but
Yeah.
the love that we have been getting is definitely greatly appreciated. Just preparing to try to see where it go, man. That's it. Life is life. I ain't worried about the day to days. That comes secondhand nature. I've been preparing for this moment right now.
Oh, for sure, man. I'm with it. I just for the most part, getting some of this promo work done and like you said, just focus on moving this forward, this situation forward, this podcast forward, man. That's why we here. You know what I mean? We
Yeah,
gonna show y'all
we find the niche and we get into it. What you
how
got for?
do people how do people not know like spaghetti isn't just well, I'll phrase the question like this.
Bruh.
Spaghetti in the Midwest, in the
Mm-hmm.
city of Milwaukee, some
Mm-hmm.
parts of Illinois.
Most
Spaghetti
places.
well, take it from him. Most places in Illinois, spaghetti is not a main dish. Not
No.
only a main dish, I should say.
It's not only
Not
it's
only
not only a
main
main
dish.
dish.
Man,
No, hey
look.
man, hey. This is a huge debacle, if you will. Because, bruh, it's really people like it's crazy. It's this girl on my Facebook from Mississippi just asked this question like, why do people eat catfish or fish or chicken with spaghetti? Like spaghetti just need like a salad on the side. And I commented like, man, it's mostly like a up north kind of midwestern thing, maybe East Coast or whatever. But that's normal. Like growing up where we from in the Midwest, whether it be Milwaukee, Chicago, Indiana, Ohio, St. Louis, it's kind of like hell, even New York. It's kind of like, bruh, I didn't know people didn't eat fish or chicken with spaghetti. I didn't know, I didn't
Hey,
know, I didn't know it was a problem. Like I thought we all ate it like that. You
right,
feel
what's
me?
the uproar about, man?
Yeah, but it's crazy because people consider it two main dishes, and it's like, see, me, I use two different type of ground beefs. My bad, y'all. Shout out, be my hungry shameless plug.
Hey,
So
nothing wrong.
I use like a ground sirloin, maybe a ground chuck, and then I cut up hot like spicy beef Polish. I dice it and I put all that meat into my spaghetti. So mine, I can just eat a bowl or a plate of it. You know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
still put fish or some chicken wings on the side. I don't give a damn how much meat in that boy. We finna eat.
It's
But
straight up.
so when I was talking to her, my thing was as much as you don't understand fish and or chicken and spaghetti, I don't understand shrimp and grits or fish
Oh,
and grits. And she was like, that's crazy because I don't do fish and grits, but like shrimp and grits, that's a thing. I said, I don't even eat grits, let alone when I put some shrimp with it.
man, hold on, man. Wait. Catfish and grits is delicious, dog.
I don't like
Hey,
grits.
now check this out. Check this out. If you watch the first episode, us talking about food shouldn't be, nothing
Yeah,
new
yeah.
at this
It'll
point.
make sense
You
to
know what I'm
y'all.
saying?
Yeah.
But, bro, catfish and grits. Now, the thing is, right?
Yeah.
Grits is kind of like rice. Depends on what time of day it is, the taste is gonna be different, right? So, like, if
Okay.
you eat it, so hear me out. Some people eat rice for breakfast, bro. Throw a
Yeah.
little
Yeah,
eggs
they
in
do.
there.
I used to be one of them people. I put some butter, some sugar on it. So yeah,
Yeah,
okay, I
so
got you there.
okay, so then are you taking that same plate to dinner with some red beans and rice? I mean, with some
Never.
red beans. You're not
No.
adding the same kind of
I'm not putting
flavors.
butter. Well, I put the butter. I'm not putting sugar, maybe salt, pepper.
Yeah. So now hear me out. When it come to fish and grits or shrimp and grits,
Mhm.
and I had to tell my children's mom about this because she
Yeah.
went to Arizona. I put her onto a spot. Sugar Jam, y'all still owe me a video, man, because I've been plugging y'all for at least
Yeah.
3 years. But
Let's
outside
shout
of
out to
that,
that spot, Sugar Jam. Hey,
yeah,
bring the boys through, man. We gonna shoot an episode. We could do a full review. We could do all love. Shout out y'all.
straight up, straight up. And I'm really with that. That's why I had to
Yeah,
say it twice.
facts.
Now, when it come to grits and fish and grits or shrimp and
Yeah.
grits, now if you eating grits, it's like just a bowl of grits, like
Mhm.
nothing on the side. Probably okay. Traditionally, let's say probably sausage or ham or something like that with a
Yeah,
biscuit.
yeah.
Something like you know
Regular
what I mean?
breakfast. Yeah,
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 regular
yeah.
bread. You probably gonna put butter, sugar. You know what I'm saying? Some people like to put
Yeah.
a little syrup on their grits or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a
so
fact.
traditional. When it comes to the fish and grits, the shrimp and grits, bro, the grits are made with like some kind of seafood sauce or seafood type gravy or whatever. When it's the
Yeah.
shrimp or whatever, with the catfish, it's like a little just like I don't think it's so much seafood as much as just a savory roux or whatever with
Yeah.
catfish.
Yeah.
They just make the grits, put the little gravy or whatever sauce on top of the grits, and then they put the shrimp, the fried shrimp or the fried catfish on top of that. You talking about good eating, bro?
I
You
hear
know,
you.
it's something
I
that
hear you.
that's go
I
ahead.
don't knock it. I don't knock it. Don't get me wrong, bruh. I don't knock it. I'm not finna go nowhere and order that. I'm not finna sit at home and be like, hey, you know what? I think I want some shrimp and grit. That ain't finna happen with me.
Bro, I cooked it for my children's mom.
But again,
She didn't know
again,
nothing about it. Then
I
she
don't
went
like
to
grit.
sugar. Okay, well, that's the
So that's
first.
really why.
That's where it started. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I just don't like grits. I really don't.
All right.
But
Don't
see,
let me try to talk you down off your point. And
oh
that's
no, don't get
I
me
did.
wrong.
I forgot.
I don't like it. I don't
Okay.
knock it. I
Okay.
don't knock it. Like, but my point in bringing that what up was like how that don't make sense to me. Like that's why fish and spaghetti don't make sense to you. You
Yeah.
ain't either you don't like the idea of both of them together. The crazy part is though, when you try it, it do make sense. Think about it. If you go to a JJ's or Sharks or you go to the barbecue or you go to somebody crib and it's like a get together and somebody cook, guess what it be? It'd be macaroni, it'd be spaghetti, it'd be greens, and then guess what most black families do? They go buy a pan of chicken, pan of fish. At least up here where we at, that's kind of how the function go. You feel?
You speaking the truth? Yeah. Straight
So
up.
I think hey, it's crazy because it's like a lot of bro. You don't know how many people don't know that that's a thing. Like corn on, like for me, if you brought me a plate of spaghetti with corn on the cob and a salad, first of all, I'm not eating corn on the cob. For some
Yeah.
reason, it's cool, but for some reason, it's not my favorite thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat the spaghetti. The only way I'm gonna eat the salad is if you got zesty Italian dressing. I can't eat no other dressing.
Yeah.
So it got to be Italian,
So
right?
you,
Because it's a little like a little sour or whatever. So
yeah.
I like that. But I'm gonna be like, yo, where the rest of the food at? Where my wing? You ain't got no orange roofie in this motherfucker. Like, what is you
you
like? Where
ain't
the rest of the food at?
you ain't making the Italians happy. I'll say that. You know
Yeah.
what
Oh, man. Hey,
I'm
listen. It's
saying?
still all love, right? Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Okay, look. So here's the next question: do you do pasta and meat sauce, or do we mix it? Yeah. You see,
I don't have a preference really.
this is how I do it. If I go out, if I'm at a restaurant and that's how they serve it, I'm okay with it. But at the house, it's mixed together.
Always.
Always. I
Okay.
never, I never, I never now unless I do like fried ravioli, that's the only time where it's like the sauce is on the side. But if I make like my be my hungry spaghetti, Oh,
Yeah.
it's mixed in. Everything's mixed in.
All right, that shit fire too. It goes along with that lasagna that he was talking about.
Yes,
You know
indeedy.
what I'm
Yes,
saying?
indeedy. Shameless plug, but
Yeah,
yeah.
check it out. But here, hey, on the spaghetti topic. So like a issue came up on Twitter for
Okay.
context where a man was like, man, I don't know, man. I can't come home after a long day of work to just a pot of spaghetti. And then like
Okay.
people tried to kind of drag him for it or whatever.
Yeah.
And I can see both sides of it, depending on if it all depends on how much time the woman had. But
Well,
we'll get to
okay.
that.
So this is how I
What
feel.
do you? Yeah.
Personally, I like spaghetti. So if it's made in a manner in which that I do like it, like I like mines. I don't like it soupy, whatever. I like it meaty. Pause. That the vegetables in there and all that. I ain't gonna lie, cause I'm a fan of the dish. I'm not complaining. Personally, I'm not gonna complain. Cause I'd rather come home to a pot of spaghetti than just empty, clean pots on the stove.
That's a good point. That's a
So
good
me
point.
personally, it's like it's I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of biased because like I said, I spaghetti, lasagna, like ravioli, fried ravioli, like these things are some of my favorite foods. So I'm not gonna complain because I like it. Like to me, that's like a love language. Like, oh, she know I like spaghetti. She made me spaghetti. Oh, we good. I'm finna rock the boat tonight. You feel?
So you
But
like give her some damn credit then.
yeah. For me, because it's something that I like. It's something it's already something I enjoy, and then you took the time to do that. So to me, it'll feel more personally. Like you ain't just make a meal and just hope I wanted to eat it. It's like, oh no, I know he likes spaghetti, so that's what I'm gonna have waiting on him. So for me, I'm a little biased. Hey, you ain't got no complaints from me.
Ladies, he said this ain't that first of the month spaghetti. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? We ain't eating that.
I like mine put together. But with that being said, no, I wouldn't complain personally. Now I get it, but at the same time, for me, it's kind of like as if she cook, you can eat. I don't think that's also a problem. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, should it be some fish on the side, whatever? That's preference. Obviously, we have that. We just spoke on that part, but it's
yeah.
kind of like overall, something's made, bruh. You got something to eat. Your girl, she putting forth some effort. Cause here's my thing: we sit and complain, right? We sit and complain, we talk all this who shot John
Yeah.
shit, and then when a woman do something, it ain't good enough. Nah, if you want it to get better, or okay, cool. Say the pot of spaghetti ain't really your forte. Okay, cool. How you gonna get home to a steak and potatoes is by making her feel appreciated with the spaghetti. Ain't nobody said you got to
Now,
sit there and eat the whole pot,
now you
bruh.
put
Put
it
you a
in
little
the
bit in the bowl, eat it, you feel me? Go to sleep. You rock her world. Go to sleep. And next time you can be like, oh, you at work, babe. If you feel like it, it'll sure be nice to get a steak and some potatoes. And then that's what you come home to. But she can only do that if she feel appreciated with the effort that she took on her own.
he putting y'all on game right now, all right,
That's
fella?
real game right there. You feel me? Sometimes,
You
hey,
young niggas
everything,
with all that
everything
male
ain't a loss.
aggression.
Facts. Everything ain't a loss, bro. Sometimes you gotta ride the hoopty before you can get the binge. You get what I'm saying? Like it is what it is.
Now listen, with all
What's
that
your
being
take though?
said,
Like how you feel about it?
I ain't coming home to no goddamn pot of spaghetti. Like
Oh,
I
don't tell me you one of them, boy. Not my homie, not my brother. Come
can't.
on,
You
man.
had all day to come up with something. And this what you came up with? I was
All right,
gone
so
for 12 hours. Ain't no meat in this pot. What's going on here, fam? What's
right,
going on, fam? Like you just well, it was about to be 8 o'clock, 7:15 came around, and you like shit. We got this, we got this. Like that, like, come on, man. So like,
right.
oh, like I don't know, man. I like just the only reason why is this, bro. 9 times out of 10, when the pot of spaghetti get made, it's today and tomorrow's meal. People don't like to double back and like make
You
something
want to
new
know what's
today.
crazy? Anything where okay, another thing, being a cook. Another thing I can tell y'all: anything with red sauce is always better the next day. Cause what red and anybody watching this, y'all know I ain't lying. Red sauce
Nigga, I'm
settles.
on the show and I know you ain't lying.
Red sauce settles.
Yeah, that's right. That's
So
right.
that so when you come home Tuesday night and you don't want that spaghetti, when you take it to work for Wednesday lunch, it's gonna be the most fire thing you had in the last 48 hours.
But bro,
And I don't know why it's like that, but that's what it's like. I don't know why.
the reason why it's like that is because you like spaghetti like that. That's why it's
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
true. That's true.
So
I like
like
red sauce. I like red sauce in general.
so all right, so take 25% off your gas pedal. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And take this ride with me right quick, bro.
I'm with you.
All day, and this what you came up with was just some that it takes 7 minutes to cook spaghetti noodles, 8 minutes, whatever, if you want them super tender, and you
Mm-hmm.
just dumping sauce in the pot after that.
Not well. Wait.
Where is the love, man?
Pause.
What?
Because technically, how you supposed to be making spaghetti, your noodles, damn, again, be my hungry. You feel me? Look, your noodles, damn near need to be cooked last. What you really should be focused on, you can put them on, have your water boiling. You boil the water, right? You add a little bit of salt to the water, a little bit of olive oil, so your noodles won't stick together. So you let that get to a boil. You got to brown your ground beef. You got to season it up, salt, pepper, garlic powder, white powder, onion powder, Italian seasoning, a little bit of oregano. You put all that in your meat mixture, cook that up. Take your jars of sauce, because let's be real, everybody ain't making homemade spaghetti sauce and it don't even matter. Take your jars of sauce, put them in a sauce pot, add some cream cheese, add a half a block of cream cheese, Italian seasoning, a little bit of oregano. Let that simmer up. Do what you got to do. Now, when you add your noodles, you get them al dente. It take about 12, 15 minutes. You've hidden. We get it together. Then you got to marry all that together. It's a marriage. It's simple, but it ain't easy.
What's the
It
problem?
is.
What's niggas' problem with women making Alfredo, bro?
Well, me personally, I don't care for white sauce. I eat some Alfredo, but I just prefer red sauce.
I mean,
But
it
I
is
think
Black History Month. No, I'm
true.
just saying.
Hey, it is what it is. You feel me? Straight up. But I think really what it comes down to is just like appreciation, right? Because look, we complaining about women who cooking spaghetti or Alfredo, or they made some hamburger help or some stroganoff, bruh.
Or
Have you
Rotel. My
seen
bad. I just had to throw that in there.
or Rotel, right, bro? Have you seen some of these fellas is out here miserable. Like you only, bro. I know you're not happy with that girl. She bring you that bland baked chicken with them bland green beans on the side. Boy, I know you ain't happy, but you wish you had a pot of spaghetti. Let's not act like it ain't brothers out here in need, my boy.
Hey, all right, bro. Well, I listen. I let up off their neck,
Hey,
bro.
look, what they used to tell us when we was growing up. You ain't want some. Boys, kids in Africa starving.
Hey, that is a fact, bro. All the time. All the
It's
time.
it's a man at home with his wife right now, looking at the plate like this motherfucker here. Man, he finna starve tonight, and we tripping because our girl made us some spaghetti. He finna have to sneak to McDonald's when she fall asleep.
God said that, man. That nigga checking the
It's
car
real
for
though.
$2. Looking. No,
It's
I
real
feel you.
though.
I got you. I listen. I'll concede my point on that one until further notice. Because was the thing that does make sense out of all of this is at the end of the day, if she put forth effort and she thought about you, you should have some
Some yeah,
kind of appreciation. Cause it is a fact that it's a lot of niggas. A lot of niggas. A lot.
bro. They not
Not
happy.
good
Hey,
enough.
listen, they girl good in every department. But let's be real, bro. Niggas get tired of eating rice roni every day, bro. Like, you hear me? It's some women out here who ain't. Well, listen. It's a grown ass man right now getting fed chicken tenders, rice, and a dollop of ketchup.
That nigga said a grown ass man, dog.
Like you feel that's what that's because that's all she know how to make.
Yeah, just
And
throw
they
it
ain't
in the
even real
oven.
chicken tenders. This the shit
Yeah,
out the bag. You heard me? Like,
this all the shit that was left over after they took all the good parts
man,
out the chicken. You know what I mean? All right, check this out, bro.
what's up,
Michael Ealy, you know who
Michael
that
E?
is?
Yeah, fan.
Okay. This guy claims his wife of 10 years isn't his type. Instead of marrying his type, he chose to marry someone more practical. How you feel about that, bro?
That makes absolutely no fucking sense. So you're with a woman that you don't want to be with because she's more of the type of woman you wish the women that you liked were. Is that what he's saying?
That's basically that's what I got from
That's that light skinned nigga shit. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry,
it.
sorry to the fans. Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen, man. I call spades spades. That's one thing y'all gonna learn real quick on this podcast, man. Listen, as a fan, all jokes aside, I think I think a lot of men go through this. I think women go through it too, but I think a lot of men go through this. Like a lot of men end up with the woman who makes more sense than the woman who's the most attractive or the most known or the more popular. It's like this woman fits my life best. And she may not be the one that you want to wake up and look at every day. She may not be the one that you proud to take all the pictures with. And that don't mean that she's a unattractive woman or
Yeah.
anything of that nature. It just may be that she's fucking Filipino, and you just really might be into black women. But this Filipino woman gets you, she understands you, so that's who you end up with, right?
I most definitely feel like men, yeah, I feel like us as men, we go through it unknowingly, but I think
Mm-hmm.
women do it purposely.
Women have
Because
more control
yeah,
of who they allow into their space.
yeah,
See, women can choose, men have to court,
yeah,
right? So it's like, what's the saying? You can choose who you have sex with, but I choose who becomes a wife.
yeah. I heard that one.
So it's kind of like, yeah, you're fun to sleep with, but or you're fun to kick it with, or you look good next to me when we at these award shows or this, that, and the third. But that's the woman who really takes care of me when I'm at home. That's the woman who I can really build something with. That's the woman who really looks out for me and say, hey, if I was you, I don't like how that deal sound. I don't like that agent. I don't like that friend that's standing next to you. I seen him looking at you funny. You steer check your relationship with that person.
Yeah.
Every woman ain't got your best interest at hand because women, and this is no shade to my beautiful women. I don't care what color you are. I love all y'all. But there's a lot of women out here that are for themselves,
All for self. AF.
you know.
Yeah.
So I think what I said that earlier was a joke, but it's kind of like if it works for you, that's cool. Like if you have a type, whatever that may be, and you end up with a woman who's not necessarily your type, meaning physically, attractively, race wise, whatever your type is, but she makes sense for you. If she's the puzzle piece that fits into your life, then so be it.
This be my analogy when it comes to this because before I read the article of what
Yeah.
Michael Ealy said, I always told I like to tell women this. Y'all be mad at the gold diggers, but
Hmm.
they only chase the men that got the gold. That's
Right.
their type, right?
Right.
So go
Excuse
get
me.
your type.
Hmm.
It's somebody with the characteristics that you like in the form that you like them in, fam. You just
Hmm.
gotta be patient and you gotta be open-minded because everybody ain't nobody hitting 100% on the oh, this what I like meter. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of
Right.
80/20s out there, 75/25, 60/40s. You just gotta
Hmm.
identify who them is, right? If he
Yeah.
coming in your so simply, if you like light-skinned niggas with brown eyes and long hair,
Hmm.
don't go get no short, black nigga
Yeah.
because he bought you flowers. Like,
Right.
because
Right.
eventually when you like, okay, first of all, you may make him insecure in the
Yeah.
relationship, which may cause problems. But then secondly, when you out and about and you not around this man,
Hmm.
like ain't no telling what your thought process is gonna be. Because it's
Yeah.
gonna be guys that's your type that's gonna be crossing your path. And they might even fit the mold of what the short black dude bring to the table. But
Yeah.
you ain't gonna know because now you feeling guilty and you caught up in now it's a lot of moving parts because you don't
Yeah.
stop you done took a detour. So like
It's
my
kind of like, not the part in the body. I think it's kind of like the idea of, if I really care about something a certain type of way, it's going to show in how I treat it and how I take care of it, how I go hard for it, you know. And I think a lot of times, man, and I don't want to use the word settling. I don't want to assume that somebody's settling because that's the path that they take. You know, it just comes down to what's more important. Like, do you want somebody you can wake up to and just be like that you can stare at all day, or do you want somebody that really adds value to you? Do you really want a partner, somebody who really can help you grow, can help you identify your flaws, your trauma, who understands you, who willing to go through the thick and thin, right?
yeah,
And sometimes that's not the most beautiful person.
but it
It
works.
ain't,
Yeah,
you know. Um, and I think really it just come down to, I think it really just come down to what you identify as a necessity as a man. Like, what's important to me?
yeah.
Okay, she's attractive to, okay, are you physically attractive to her? Can you manage to have sex with her? Oh, cool.
That's gonna be a
Um,
big part.
um yeah,
Yeah,
like now I ain't saying go get no goddamn booger wolf or no shit like that. You feel me? But are you attracted enough to her to where y'all have some type of chemistry physically, intellectually? Can she keep you sharp? Can you keep her sharp? One thing that's super important to me is intelligence, right?
yeah,
Not to toot my own horn, but I consider myself a pretty smart guy, and the reason being is because I'm always willing to learn, right?
right.
So you need a woman. For me, I would need a woman who's like that. Like, I want you to be able to come home and tell me something that I didn't know, or talk to me about something, or add information to a topic that I may be sort of privy to. Like, to me, that's something that's important to me. You know what I mean? Like, or if I teach you something, like for example, um, I remember telling my girl now, like, she's older than me for people who don't know, but I remember telling her, like, you've only ever seen one side of the moon, right? But as random as that piece of information may seem to her, it was like, damn, I never thought of that. Like, I didn't know that. So it
Yeah,
made me feel good, like, oh, I was able to teach you something, tell you something, right? So I think it just really come down to what's important to each individual, bro. Like I think a lot of people are also afraid to admit that too.
yeah,
Like, you don't have to be perfect for me, but it's okay to be like, I'm okay with you being right,
yeah,
right for me. Everybody expects this level of perfection. Everybody wants everybody to meet everything on their checklist. Girls want men who are like Ghost, with a mix of Kanan, with a mix of Denzel Washington, with a mix of Kobe Bryant, with a mix of Michael Jordan, and got a little bit of LeBron money. And it's like, it's very hard to find all that in one person. And if that's what you're looking for, you're gonna be by yourself. You're really letting yourself down,
yeah.
right? Because there's a guy, he may not be 6'4", but he 5'10", and he check out every other box that you have, but you won't give them a chance because you want it to be perfect, and perfection doesn't exist. And here's the thing, men and women, we seek perfection without being perfect. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
I don't care how fine you is, I don't care how much money you got, I don't care about none of that. There's something wrong with everybody.
They say we often look for the things in other people that we don't find in ourselves. So we be that's that whole opposites attract kind of thing. So
Yeah.
like if a person is very like shy and to themselves, they'll be attracted to somebody that's boisterous and
Who knows how to
outgoing and
control a
stuff.
room?
Yeah, yeah. And they'll be that's what that would be what turns them on.
That's kind of how, like, me and that's kind of how me and my lady is. Like, I'm very much Let's take pictures. I'm very much in front of a camera. Like I want to laugh. I want to kick it. My girl be off in the corner, bro. Like she don't want to be all in the mix. Me, if we kicking it and I'm around good vibes and I know the energy is good, bro, like what's good? You feel you like I said, like bro, you've been around me, you already know like
Yeah,
it's a certain way. So it's truth to that, but it also could be like it doesn't necessarily have to be opposite for it to work either.
yeah, it don't. You could just be able to bring that like that quality that you may be strong in
Mm-hmm.
out of that person and like show
Mm-hmm.
them how to use their voice, not necessarily as loud as yours, but as
Mm-hmm.
loud as they may need it to be for it to work for them in their lifestyle. You get what I'm
Facts.
saying? So another thing I was about to say was
What's up?
the with the whole what Michael Ealy said about his his wife or his girl not being
Mm-hmm.
his type. You got to look at it like, well, not you, but like look at it
No, I
like
get what you mean.
this, right? When a woman's when we meet a woman or whatever and they go do their
Mm-hmm.
due diligence on us or whatever, and you tell them about this girl you used to talk to or this girl you used to talk to, they find out of whatever, they find out how they
Yeah,
find out who
yeah.
you don't think, not you, but
No,
people,
I get you.
y'all don't think that she's analyzing all the similarities and the differences that them girls got that you used to talk to. So like if all of them brown skinned and she happened to be light skinned, she'll be like,
Right.
oh, but you only talk to brown skinned women or whatever, and you like
Yeah.
is I didn't
That
you
happened.
probably, but that's why I said earlier, we as men, we unknowingly do it. Women,
Yeah.
I feel like women purposely like look for something different than what they
Mhm.
used to. But us as
Yeah.
men, feel, man, I had a homeboy like for his like four of his girls in a row,
Yeah.
damn near all looked alike, bro. I'm
Yeah.
talking about body shape, head shape, skin tone, all
Yep.
that. That was his groove at that time or whatever.
That's his
You know what I'm
that's his
saying?
mold. You feel me? Yeah.
But if you tell him that, he like, man, hell no, no, because her hair's fatter than hers, and she like,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
she like, but
It's,
it's
it's thoughtless.
yeah,
Yep.
it's we not doing that on purpose. But I feel like some
Yeah.
women, like, because like you said, women choose who they let into their
Into
space.
their body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like if they want that light skinned dude or whatever, they not even
Yeah.
gonna see anything dark skinned. They only
Here's
see
the
like
crazy part. A woman can be sexually attracted to you and not really give a damn about who you are.
that's crazy.
Men, and it works with men too. Don't get me wrong. Before y'all try to get at me in the comments,
All my one
I
night
know,
standers out there,
I
we
know,
understand.
I know. But what I'm saying is, you would think for most women, and I'm not saying all women, but there are women who exist in that plane of playing field and that level of energy where it's like, bro, I don't even care about what you do for a living. I don't want to know you. I don't want to ever see you again. But tonight we finna have a good time.
Oh yeah,
Like, and that
man.
really exists like that. Like, I met you, I like your vibe. I don't want nothing that comes with this. I don't want no headache. I don't want nothing. But tonight you come in with me, or I'm going with you. Like, it's women that are like that, bro.
And
So
I had a situation like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Story time with many. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
was coming, I was
go
coming
for
out of the old Onyx, you know what I
it.
mean, right
Mm-hmm.
there off Billard or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I see like Shorty and her friend or whatever coming out the club,
Mm-hmm.
drunk or whatever. Ain't nothing happened that night, people, just to put that out there
Yeah,
right away, fam. But something happened the next day. But
yeah.
that night ain't nothing happened. So, but like they coming out the club drunk or whatever, you know what I mean? And she kind of like she looking for her stuff and all this, whatever. So
Yeah.
like she randomly like, here's my keys, Ken. Like you take us, woo woo. And I'm like, I didn't decline. I don't know why I
Right.
accepted, but I didn't decline. So I took them where they was trying to go, which was
Yeah.
to her friend, boyfriend,
Okay.
which worked out for me fine and shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. It's another nigga that they know. I could damn near just duck out now. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like, hey y'all, just drop me off over here. So I got dropped off or whatever. So like the next day, we exchanged number, but she was drunk, right? So I didn't think
Right.
nothing of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
The next day, she hitting me up or whatever, and like shit, invited nigga over. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I show up, she got her kids at the house. It's five of them and shit. They all out playing and stuff, but she still, let's go to the room type shit.
Right.
Like this at this time, this is the first time I ain't never been in no situation like where, not nine times out of 10, they kind of put the kids away type
Yeah.
shit. You
Yeah.
know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But like it was like I guess it was one of them moments like you saying where motherfucker ain't asked about too much of any information and shit
Yeah.
like that. I was strapped. Ain't nobody she ain't asked about
Facts.
no information or nothing like that. She just wanted, I guess, to repay a nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or she was turned on by how I treated her or whatever, how good I was
Yeah.
to her that night before. Cause it could have went left. Niggas could have took advantage of her. Anything could have happened.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Good or bad. Not
She
not
could have
just
ran into
bad
the
stuff.
wrong ran into the wrong type of dude and been on some fucking players club. What's the little brother name?
Oh
Been on
boy,
that type of shit.
that
You feel me? Buddy who got stomped out in Minister Society. You smell me like it could have been some like
hey, hey,
and
he probably deserved that stump out too and shit.
yo,
I
he
don't know which
definitely
movie
did
came
because of
first,
what
but
he definitely deserved it. And I'm mad at him for killing Kane. But anyway, got down.
god damn, he brought his past into this present. That shit's crazy.
Right, right. But nah, yeah, nah, I 1000% understand what you're saying, bro. Like he say, she don't gotta be his type, but she fit the criteria, right? She's a
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah. She did something right. You know what
She
I'm
did something right. When it
saying?
come down
And
to
10
it, she
years
did
in,
something right, right?
yeah.
And I'm gonna switch. What I won't do is I won't judge somebody for making a choice that's such to me that's a good life choice. That's a good life decision, right? We don't It's okay to have a beautiful wife. Does she fit the standards though? Like when the cameras cut off, when ain't nobody taking pictures, when y'all not at public, do you feel taken care of at home? Are
Look
you
this
at
girl
peace?
right here. Hold on, let me see. They blurring out.
Your background blurring it out. Hold
Yeah.
on, hold on. Okay, I can see like yeah, at
I,
that angle I can see. But she not trash.
not
So
bad.
here's
Yeah.
my thing. So here's what would be important to me. How does she differ from what you consider your type?
Nah, that's and like I said, that
What makes her what
it
makes
could
her
have been
not
what you
fit that
said.
description? You
It
know
could
what
have
I'm
been what
saying?
you said. Like he probably like black woman, but she was Filipino or whatever, and
Right.
she the support she gave him, he ain't never got from a you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It could be anything. You know what I'm saying? I just found it interesting because I feel like a lot of people concede to fun instead of fundamentals, right? Or I don't want to sound like
That's a
corny or
quotable.
whatever.
That's a
But
quotable.
yeah, like, dude, how many niggas done chase fun, bro, and done got stuck in situations because, yeah, man, that's his type, dark skin with a
Yeah.
fat ass and shit, right?
Yeah.
He like, man, now he done had kids with her, found out you ain't
This
my
ain't what you
type
want.
emotionally, or you not my type
Yeah.
mentally. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
it's what you said. It's logical at the end
Yeah.
of the day. What he did, he sacrificed a little bit
And
of money.
men are keen on their logic, right?
Yeah,
Like a lot of men know how to tap into their emotions. A lot of men aren't emotional. There's a difference.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I can tap into my emotion, but that doesn't, I'm not emotional. So when I make a decision, it's not based on how I feel. I've completely
Hold on, hold
thought
on, hold
this
on,
out.
hold on. Run that down for him again, man. Put the camera on him.
I can tap into my emotions. I am not emotional, right? I know how to feel. I know how to express myself. I'm very aware of what I want, what I don't want, what's good for me, what's bad for me. But when I make a decision, it is completely thought out. I do not make decisions based on how I feel. I make decisions based on the facts and the information that makes sense. With that being said, his choice is a man choice, bro.
Yeah.
It's a man's choice. Like logically, I don't need the prettiest. I don't. If Kelly Rowland can be as beautiful as she want to be, right? If you're not a good woman, or if you don't fit my standards, you're not gonna be for me. Looking at you only does so much for me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I think he's not wrong. I think people who don't think on a certain level or who don't vibrate on a certain level, they're not gonna get it. They might think he's shading his wife or something like that. But really, he's admitting that I had to look at the big picture. And when people can realize I had to look at the big picture. She's not the typical woman that I would have went for, but she's the one that made the most sense.
Yeah. And now you look at like and to just before we wrap up this topic, you can look at a J Lo on the flip
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
She was with Ben Affleck, got engaged like two more times after they
Mm-hmm.
broke their engagement, and then she ended up back with Ben
Yeah,
Affleck.
yep.
So obviously, Ben has something that them other two come
They
make
didn't.
up for.
Yep,
You know what I'm
that
saying?
they didn't.
Yeah, that they
There's a
did it.
there's a bond there or connection that exists that she didn't find elsewhere, and obviously he didn't find it elsewhere either.
Yeah, well, yeah, makes sense, right? Because
You
like
know,
he had opportunities to move on too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
And this is not just celebrity based. So for the fans watching, I don't want y'all to think that this is just like a celebrity based thing. I think really what it comes down to is this is like real life situations. You don't have to be the most popular person in the world to have these type of issues. There's a lot of men married right now, and you see them and be like, "Bruh, that's who you chose to be with." But then when he tell you like, "Bruh, she take care of me, she understand me, she get me," then it starts to make sense. Yeah, she ain't the best looking woman, but she's the best woman for me. Looks, bro, looks. Everybody look like something. You feel me? I'm ugly to a bunch of women. There's some women who might look at me and be like, "Oh, he ain't all that." There's some women who might look at me and be like, "Damn, he fine as hell." I'm cool with that. But what I want to really be able to do is provide something to you. I want to be. I want to be. I want to be. I don't want to use the word useful, but I want my existence in your life to be more than what I look like. I want to be able to make you feel good. I want to be able to teach you. I want to be able to show you something. I want to be able to share experiences with you that you ain't experienced with nobody else.
yeah,
You
I
know what I'm
think that's something that relationships done got away from. It's like one it's something my brother like to say. He say
saying?
people like to people he say women, but I'm gonna just say
Yeah.
people. People rather meet you at the finish line than run the race with you, basically. So
That's a fact.
when you say those experiences, right?
Yeah.
When you meet somebody from the first time you meet them, that's when the experience start. All the
It
way
does.
till you till it ends or whatever. Whether y'all be together or y'all cut it short, like this was just a moment or whatever. But
Yeah.
that's when the experience began is when you meet them. So like now, like you got women with these standards of they want six-figure niggas and
Mm-hmm.
niggas with this and own house and all like house, not apartment crib, a
Yeah.
house,
Yeah. Yeah. I get
all
what
this,
you
you know
mean.
what I mean? So like
Yeah.
that's the finish line for a lot of niggas. That's
Yeah.
when okay, I done did this. I'm about to kick my feet up and sip my
Yeah.
lemonade, smoke my cigar, go golfing with the guys. Like
Yeah.
the
Facts.
house, the six feet, all that. That's like,
Facts.
not saying that's the end goal, but that's the finish line as far as like now I can breathe and not if it's a
That's
nigga
the level of
right there,
comfort that most
yeah,
men want. Yeah.
exactly. So like when you got women saying stuff like that, or you got men saying, "Oh, she got to have her own thing, she got to have her own car," or getting excited because she got her own car or she got her own crib,
Mhm.
she got a job or whatever, bro. Like that might be the finish line for her. Not well, finish line for her as
Yeah.
far as like getting things going. Like, all right, I got this going. Like you said, that level of comfort. Now
Yeah.
life begins, right? So like a lot of people don't want to grind with you up until that
Yeah.
point and then
Yeah.
enjoy that comfort with you. A lot of people just want to meet you where at the comfort. Like,
Well,
you ain't got this then. I ain't and I mean it go
as
back to that type kind of thing,
as
I guess.
controversial as this may sound, That's our fault.
Yeah.
As men, that's our fault. Because what happens is a lot of guys, a lot of dudes, bro, believe it or not, and motherfuckers ain't gonna want to admit this, but I've even been in this position. Bro, when I don't feel like I'm at my best or I'm peaked, my bread ain't right, my car ain't tight, if I ain't got the music or the wheels on my car, you done seen me ride, so ain't nothing I'm saying
Yeah, I feel
fabricated.
you.
But it's like I feel better. I feel more confident in those type of moments,
Yeah.
right? And so a lot of times, a lot of guys are only approaching women when they're at the finish line. So women grow to expect that. And it's like, well, if that's the standard, that's the standard, right? You ain't finna talk to a woman and you got to go sleep under the bridge. You feel me? Like, let's be for real. If you got to park your car in the park and put little sheets up so can't nobody see in the car, that guy, he ain't at the mall or at the Walmart. He might see a woman that he want to talk to, but because he know his situation, he'll never approach her.
But I feel like that happens when you have a level of maturity. When you 18, 19, and you just shooting shots, and then
Yeah,
she 18, she 19, she ain't got
yeah,
nothing going. Like, that's the perfect time to build, right? Cause like
right,
y'all don't have ain't no real expectation. It's just let's see how far we can get this car to go, fam. I know it's
right,
a hoopty or whatever. Oh,
right.
my bad, I'm from the 80s, y'all. But I know it's a hoopty or whatever. But at the same time, like it's wheels. We can go, we can
Yeah,
move forward. You know what I'm saying? But like I feel like I said, we 89, you know what I mean?
mhm,
So I'm gonna be 40 in 6 years, right?
right.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that
Me too.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, dog.
Now,
Like,
and you want to know what's
you know what I'm
crazy,
saying?
bro?
Like now we can be about the finish line because
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah,
have 15 years to run this race. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Now, I ain't
we
gonna
gotta
lie
have
though.
something.
For
But
real, for real, there are more women who will go through things with you. What's starting to happen is when they do that, niggas become successful or they get themselves in a certain position, and then they start treating that woman who was with them like she ain't shit.
it's yeah, I can
Like,
agree.
like,
Not
like she wasn't
reciprocated.
the one who, like she wasn't the one who paid for dinner when you was out at the birthday party for your homie. Like she didn't slide you the card under the table so it
Yeah.
looked like you paid. Like you can't treat her like she wasn't there for you like that though. You feel me?
That
Because
go with
that's
that
what be
logic.
happening. And that make a break a man. Like imagine having to go out and everybody pulling money out their pocket or pulling their card out, and your girl had to slide you the card so you didn't feel left out. So you still felt like the man. You know what I'm saying? And then when you can afford to pay for it by yourself, you take another bitch out to eat. You bogus as hell.
That remind me of it's a thin line between love and hate.
Mm-hmm.
That movie, the
That's actually
movie,
a
people.
perfect example.
That nigga got in that girl limo, went to another bitch house, my nigga,
Yeah, bruh.
threw all the shit out the car, took the other bitch around the city to impress her, and the other
It's just
girl sitting there. I
listen.
forget her name. She's sitting there, the one that
Mhm.
who limo it was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's her birthday, and she waiting for the nigga. It's like
And he ain't nowhere to be
he ain't
found.
know exactly. He out there partying with some other chick and shit.
Yeah.
So
So I
it's
want
go
women
ahead.
to know who watching this. We recognize these type of things as men. We recognize these type of things. We see it, bro. Like we call each other out all the time. When you a man and you got real partners around you, I won't mind telling E man or he won't mind telling me like, hey, bro, you tripping.
Yeah,
Like, bro, go home to your girl. Like we need people around us like that. Don't think that we all out here just encouraging that because we not. I don't care what y'all
hell
think, what y'all
no,
believe,
man.
what y'all want to believe. It's a lot of us who really stand on principle and like, bro, you finna fuck your life up because you out here tripping, bro. Go home.
For real, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Without the
And
drama.
so,
If you gonna fuck it up without the drama, bro.
yeah,
Keep
bro.
it
Like
keep
if
it
you
at a
want to leave,
conversational level.
leave. Be a
Yeah.
man. Tell her. Express yourself. But bro, I'm not. You not finna be with me and do some fuck nigga shit, bro. And think I'm finna coincide with that. That's not finna happen.
Now listen, we ain't about to go run and tell your girl, but nigga, if you
Nah.
ain't kicking it with us for a few weeks, You should understand why at this point, my
Yeah,
guy.
if ain't nobody called you and
Yeah,
told you that we was at the pool and you at the pool hall and you see it on Facebook, nigga, you know why didn't nobody call you?
yeah, man. You gonna bring your girl? It's gonna be drunk. Like
Yeah, we not doing that.
yeah.
We not doing that. We don't move like that. But
Hey, okay. So like I said to wrap it up. So we can wrap this topic up with this, right?
all right,
Now, when you had said the logic thing about Michael Ealy and his decision,
yeah,
it made me think about it's some men who stay with their children's mother
mm-hmm,
because it might not be the most fan favorite or family favorite decision they make, but as a
mm-hmm,
man, the logic for them is to be in their kid's life, and because like you said, she probably did slide that nigga the card, or if he
yeah,
had his own crib, she probably did give him the quest and made sure he had
yeah,
something
yeah,
up in
yeah,
there. You know what I'm saying? So like, it
yeah,
ain't nothing. As men, we gotta be more open to reciprocating the love and not
yep,
just accepting it, right?
yeah,
We can't like the whole fun situation. It's cool to have fun, bro, but
mm-hmm,
at some point it got to make sense, and that's where
facts,
the logic come in.
yeah.
All
I
right, bro.
think
Go ahead.
so. I got one topic that's a little off from our usual, but it's in kind of more my lane.
Okay,
Before I get to my conspiracy theory,
okay.
so as y'all know, y'all might not know, but I'm into a lot of things as far as what I like to learn, things like that, right? So here's my topic of the day. How significant do you think we are in the grand scheme of the universe?
In the grand scheme, like the master blueprint, like
So when you think of whatever
zoom out,
idea you
the
have,
zoom
whatever,
outs of
yeah,
life.
the zoom out, whatever idea, like what's that famous picture, the pale blue dot? When you think about that, are we, how can I word this? Are we special or are we just happenstance?
Mm, that's a good question, B. I feel
Do
like
we really mean something? Are we really important to the fabrication? Because the only thing that really matters is time and energy. We exist in a plane between both. Does time and energy give a does time and energy care about us? Or are we just something that, oh, okay, yeah, okay, they just came about, whatever, right?
you ain't gonna like my answer, dog.
Hey, I'm open to anything.
But honestly, dog, hey, bro, we don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? We mean shit to the people that we are associated with, the people that we impact directly. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But when you look at the timeline of life, like
Mm,
like not
yeah.
just individual life. I'm talking about the beginning of Earth from the
Yeah.
dinosaurs and all, bro. How much time was that? And how many niggas came and went that we don't know their names?
So I can give you an answer for that.
All right.
There's estimated that as of, I think the last time I checked was 20, like early 2023. As of early year 2023, over 100 billion people have lived and died.
Over 100 billion people have lived and died.
So let's think about that, right? Let me put this into a perspective that makes it more personal. You have a grandmother, you have a great grandmother, you have a great great grandmother, you have a great 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 grandmother, and then you have a great 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 grandmother. How many of them do you actually know? Not you specifically. I'm talking to the
Oh no,
audience because I
yeah.
already know your situation. But the average person, like me, I'm lucky in my lifetime. My great great grandmother is still alive. We just celebrated her birthday. Shout out Ethel West. But most people, they don't, their history, like most people be born and it's like, you got to think, you got cousins, you got uncles, aunties, whatever that have passed away, great uncles, great aunties that passed away before you ever even fucking existed.
Man.
You don't even know a lot of
Yeah,
your family.
some people parents done passed
Some
away
people
before
don't
they
even have a
even had a
yeah,
memory.
before they was old enough to remember them,
Yeah.
right? So what I'm trying to figure out is how do we walk this thing called life? Like how do we treat it? Is it, and this is what I mean, is it something to be used cautiously because it is so precious, or is it meant to be full of risk? Because you got to think, I don't want to be timid, I don't want to be scared, but sometimes, hey, the only way you're gonna get that old school, well, you might have to do some shit you ain't supposed to do.
Listen, I love this. I love this
Like,
topic. I
because
love this
because you
topic.
only you, as far as we know, you only get one chance here. So either you're gonna play it safe or you're gonna go for everything.
Even if you don't go for everything, are you gonna live, dog? Like, so like I
Mm,
was telling my brother the other day, like, hey man, we can't like all this a man this, a man that, a man this, a man that. It's
mm-hmm.
our personal preference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'll give two examples. It's a man right now that think hitting on a woman is okay because in his house, a woman need to shut the fuck up and do what he say.
Right.
That's him being the man, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't agree, that's you not agreeing. But in his house, that's what he do.
Yeah.
It's another dude that feel like a man don't put his hands on a woman, right?
Facts. Yeah.
And a man is supposed to treat a woman like a vessel, be a vessel,
Mm-hmm.
something that's hollow inside. That's a vessel
Yeah.
or whatever, and be gentle with her, fragile, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
In both of their worlds, they're a man.
Yep.
But our personal preference is, oh, if he put his hands on her, he ain't man. If he don't put his hands on her and tell her shut, he ain't no man at all. What kind of man let his
Yep.
woman? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm
Yep.
using that. I'm using them as examples. It might be a little extreme, but it's an
Hey,
example.
this
You
the
go
this the
if it's
knowledge
using the
exchange. Sometimes in order to gain the knowledge, it gotta be told in the raw. We gonna put that shit on the table.
facts. So us, we like so the whole point of it all is
Mm-hmm.
we get so caught up in perception of things that
Mm-hmm.
we don't even live, right? So like
Yeah.
I'm a pastor's child, right?
Yeah.
I was raised a certain way, right? For some people, having a child without being married or having a child out of wedlock or
Gotta
whatever
wear like yeah. Yeah.
is a sin or whatever. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And if that's in the Bible, excuse me, I haven't been to church in a while, so I
Nah.
apologize. But
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, we gonna touch on the church topic, but we gonna do that once we get a good following because I
yeah,
don't want to
yeah.
lose people too early.
So no, that's cool. So what I'm saying is I shouldn't like I had kids out of wedlock, right?
Yeah.
I
So
shouldn't
did I.
beat myself up on a daily basis talking about man, I sin, man. If I do that, that's why repentance exists or forgiveness
Yeah.
exists. If whichever
Yeah.
one, forgiveness of self, repentance of
Mhm.
God, whichever one you want to do. But that's why that exists. Because you got to be able to move on in life, fam. So
So
like
listen.
I feel like we put too much pressure to answer that question. My bad. To answer
No.
that question,
Yeah.
we don't live enough because we worry too much about people's perception of us.
Yeah. And it's crazy because my question has no right answer, right? It's kind of more so like it is a perception. It is, oh, I'm just this small, insignificant person, or it's this is how I look at it, right? And I was watching this video with Neil deGrasse Tyson,
Yeah.
and he was explaining to me. Well, he was explaining to the person he was talking to, and to me, this is what I got out of it. Like you don't realize that when you are conceived, there was a million other options. Literally, the sperm cells. There was a million other people that could have been that will never have the chance to be.
Mm.
You made it. You matter. It doesn't matter what's going on outside of anywhere, right? You shot out of what was going on in this intimate moment. You came out with a million other possible human beings. You're the one that made it. You're the one that came, with the exception of twins, triplets, and all that. You yourself, you won. The other people, they will never have a chance to exist. If they don't make it to the egg, whoever could have been, they will never be. Right? And that is crazy to think about when you think about the grand scheme of life, bro, because it's like, yo, I could have been one of them ones that didn't make it, bro. Like, I would have just been dumped into the you dig,
Yeah.
like Tupac said, it was a good time and I never would have came about.
Toss out the window on the way home, fam.
Yeah, I could have been on somebody's face. No homo. You feel me? Like,
Hey,
never even had a chance. Like, and we do these things out of pleasure and all this and that, but you don't realize that there's a reason why there's nobody like you. And I'm
yeah,
talking to the chat, I'm talking to the viewers. There's a reason you exist. There's a reason that you are here. You get what I'm saying? And so the question doesn't have a right answer. It's really just based on what you know and what you feel. Like, confidence doesn't come from competing with other people. Confidence comes from knowing that there's just no one else like you. I don't have to compete. Either you like me or you don't. There's no competition, right?
right.
Because just like I exist by chance, by luck, or however you want to look at it, that's the same thing with you. You here to do what you here to do, and I'm here to do what I'm here to do, right? So I just want people to think about that. I'll chat. I want y'all to think about that, man. I want y'all to leave comments on that. I want to know what y'all think. Like, if y'all have never heard it this way, or if it's never been explained, or y'all haven't seen the video that I'm talking about, man, I really want y'all to like think about that. Like,
Ask them the question again.
understand that you are special. It doesn't matter how small we are in the grand scheme of things. The fact that you exist, you can see a sunset, you can see a sunrise, you know what the moon look like. You can take in air. Imagine how many people that could exist that never will exist, that'll never get to experience what you get to experience. And that's some exchange of knowledge right there.
I want to say, first of all, ask them the question again, bro, so they can have a little clarity, bro.
In the grand scheme of things, do you feel significant in the idea of the universe?
That's a big
For
idea.
clarity, let's understand some things about the universe that a lot of people may or may not know. The universe is ever expanding. A lot of people, if you don't know, it takes 8 minutes, a little over 8 minutes, for sunlight to reach Earth. So things are, at least this is what they teach us. Disclaimer, this is what they tell us. Time travel, right? Not time travel. Time travel is the wrong term. The time it takes to travel for certain things, right? I think the last time I checked, which was probably a week ago, the closest Earth-like planet to us is 4 light years away. The problem is 4 light years. If you don't understand how far that is, 4 light years is 4 generations, give or take. So that means
Wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
if you left right now on a spaceship, you and a woman left right now on a spaceship, your son, you wouldn't see that planet. Your son wouldn't see the planet. His son wouldn't see the planet. Your great, 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 great grandson is the one who would make it. Y'all would all live and die before y'all made it there. So consider a light year a generation. That's how far it is, right? A lot of people also don't know, like I was saying earlier, the moon is tidal locked with Earth. So we've never seen the far side of the moon because of the way that it rotates. A lot of people know that. a lot of people don't know that when you look up in the sky at night, when you look at the stars, these are some of them stars don't even exist anymore.
Mm.
It takes so long for some of the light to reach us that by the time we see it, we don't see things as they are. This is why it's so important to understand that there is a possibility that there's other life out there. They just don't know that we exist yet. Because if something's 2 million light years away, they're seeing Earth as it was 2 million years ago. As far as they can tell, we don't even exist yet. They
That's
don't know that we're here yet. Because the light that is being projected to them is from 2 million years ago. They don't even know that it exists. They don't know that we have city lights. They don't know that we've sent satellites out. From what they can see, none of that exists yet. The light, the reflection of us, the reflection of the planet that they're seeing is so old that they would have no reason to come and look for us because, as far as they can tell, we do not exist. And here's another scary fact for people who are into what I'm into. Let's just think, right? The universe is forever expanding, right? Things are getting further away from us. We are lucky to be able to exist in a time where we can look up in the sky and see certain stars and see something and see certain galaxies and all this other thing, right?
right.
500,000 years from now, certain things are going to be so far away from us that when the new generation, when that generation of astronomers or the people who look to the sky, when they look up, guess what they'll see? Nothing. It'll be too far away.
What?
They won't even know it exists. Here's the conspiracy theory.
Hold on, wait,
Conspiracy
hold on,
theory might be.
wait. Not
Oh, my bad.
yet,
Did I
not
just
yet,
fuck
not
your
yet.
head up?
No, it's all good, man. I got two more things I want to bring up right quick, and then we could
Tap
get
in
into
with me.
your
My
into.
bad, y'all, if I ruined the vibe, but I be on different type of times. You feel
Yeah,
me? And I
no,
really want to exchange knowledge. So I thank y'all for tuning in anyway.
you on the right type of time if you here with the knowledge exchange, man.
At all times.
Anything worth knowing is worth knowing. So check
Yes,
this
indeed.
out, bro.
What's up, Brody?
This is the first thing.
Okay.
GloRilla says every man cheats and that there is not a faithful man walking this earth. My problem with that statement is
I I say
cheating is
she's telling the
subjective.
truth. I think she's telling the truth.
You think so?
Let
So
me tell you why.
you gonna say right now?
Let me explain why.
Okay, go ahead.
Because cheating doesn't have to be sexual. It don't even have to be mental. The way women look at it now, and I'm speaking of how modern times are. The way women look at things now, man, you can't like because we got social media and we got all this other stuff. You like a woman picture, you cheat.
Ah,
You watch a woman's story and she's shaking her ass on her story, you cheated. Because what you need to look at that for? I can shake my ass in front of you. What you watching her shake her ass for?
but you don't, and that's the problem, baby.
But
Shake
but
that ass.
now don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Pause,
I'm
man.
not saying that what she say is real. It's not a fact, but I can definitely understand why she's saying that because of all the things that are implied nowadays. See, back in the day, you only cheated if you courted, had sex with, took out on a date another woman. Nowadays, with everything that's going on, bro, when you walk through Walmart, let's not act like Walmart ain't a club.
No,
Boy,
hold
you walk
on,
through
bro.
Walmart, you damn near gotta have shades on,
Hey,
especially if you go
bro.
with the lady.
Bro, back then, bro, niggas ain't get cheated until they son turned 18. And I ain't talking about the son they had with the girl they with.
Bruh,
I'm talking about the
bruh.
son they
Uncle
had from a
Charles had
different
Uncle
family,
Charles
bro.
had Uncle Charles had the cousins you knew, and then he had a whole nother family on the east side of town, and he was managing both. Bro, that was real cheating right
That was
there.
real. That was getting, hey, niggas was getting around back there, fam. So for brothers, hey, for what you said, I'll go 80-20 on that, 85-15 on that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if you are looking at everything outside of just intimacy with a woman.
Yeah.
And you taking into account social media, you taking into account of wondering eyes or
Yeah.
and niggas gonna hate me for this
Even
one.
compliments. Like
Work
you
dates,
can't tell a woman
work
that
dates
she look
count too.
good. Your girl, oh, you must want to fuck her. Like, no, she just pretty.
You can't pay for a bitch at work breakfast, my niggas.
Can't do nothing. Oh no.
Y'all gotta
What?
stop doing that shit.
You pay for breakfast, you ain't getting fed for a week. Fuck you talking about?
Niggas sleeping on the couch
Tell
in the
that bitch
living
to buy
room,
you
bro.
something to eat. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. It's over with.
You done bought this bitch big breakfast from McDonald's and ain't get your
A
girl
bacon,
nothing,
egg, and
my
cheese
nigga.
sandwich. And your girl done found out, boy, you ain't getting bacon, egg, or cheese for a week.
My nigga can't get a cheese on the McChicken, bro. You done fucked up. I'm hey.
Don't. You better just buy the sandwich. Don't let your girl find out you done bought a bitch a combo. You gave her a hash brown and a coffee. Boy, you got me
My
fucked
nigga
up.
said, my nigga went, hey, oh, so you went to McDonald's and Starbucks for the bitch? Oh,
What? You
okay.
done
You
got a
fucking
mocha
tripping.
frappe with the extra whipped cream. Boy, you tripping.
Oh, you
You
know what
better
you
not.
like, my nigga? You know, oh, okay. This her special, huh? All right. Niggas gonna be
Right.
staying with they niggas gonna be staying with their deadbeat dad and shit.
Straight up, bruh. Straight
No,
up.
but listen, dog. Hey, what's real is what you said though. Cheating nowadays, the gray area done expanded with that cheating shit. It ain't
It's
just
so
black
many
and
things
white
that you
no
just
more.
can't do, bro.
Yeah, man. You gotta have a lot more discipline nowadays as a man.
Yeah, it's so
You know
many
what I'm
things you
saying?
can't do. And my thing is, I
And
think
you
it is
can't, my
circumstantial.
bad. Just
Go
just
ahead, go ahead.
just to add to this. Cause they was putting their hands on women back then. You can't these women will lock you up
That's
nowadays,
true.
or they'll shoot your ass.
That's
So you
true.
gotta pick your fight, my nigga.
Also, not only was they a little more abusive, which again, knowledge has changed,
No
does not
condone.
condone. Men were taking care of everything. You got a house to live in, you got a car to drive, you got money to spend. Hey, I don't want to hear how tired you is at night. When I want to come in, I want to get some nookie. You better give me some nookie. Because if you don't want to, Barbara and Charlene can't wait to give me some.
Yeah, cause she got a
You know,
bill too.
yeah, because she got some bills too, right? So,
Hey, what
so
she
it
say
was
on pay?
different back then.
What you say on
Bro, you want to know what's crazy? All jokes aside, bro, I remember having like a slick, low key conversation with my OG about this, like my dudes, and
yeah.
she was like, "Yeah, bro, like it was different. Like, okay, yeah, you was able to be a housewife, but the moment you didn't do something that this man liked, he across town at Big Shirley house.
Listen, my dad was a faithful man for as far as I know. I
No
seen
different
my
from me.
mama, I seen my mama transform from the housewife to the modern day woman, where the
Yeah,
modern day woman is able to take care and sustain her own lifestyle, and she just want to be loved, right?
yeah,
You don't really need
yeah,
a nigga to take care of her. So, like, all jokes aside,
yeah,
people always ask, like, people be on Facebook or social media talking about ain't no good men out here and all this other
yeah.
stuff about relationships, but I feel like this is where we need to start, and this is a knowledge exchange exclusive from many right
Let's go. Let's
now.
go.
Check this out. We don't, or women are not getting into relationships with men for survival anymore, for
No,
status anymore, for
no.
security anymore. It may be a few women, but majority of women are looking for love. Genuinely,
Mm-hmm.
they are looking for love.
They
Yeah,
want
they
to be
made
cared
their
for.
mistakes. Us men is we made our mistakes as men too. But most women are looking for love. So if you are looking for a traditional woman that you can just treat like shit, that's gonna stay in the crib and hold you down, do whatever the fuck you do, my nigga, you are wishing. You might as well go to some off the grid ass Mississippi town and shit and see if you can
Mm-hmm.
find one of them women. Cause them
Yep.
probably the only ones that don't know what's going on with this new wave,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah,
Women used to wear dresses
yeah.
like religious.
Men used to wear suits every
Men,
day.
And look where we at now, fam.
You niggas wearing clothes that barely even fit them.
Niggas in dresses. Look at that.
Boy, my boy. But
You
look,
got,
hey,
hey, but no,
to
but real
pivot off of
shit.
what you said though,
Go ahead, go ahead.
real shit. Chico Bean, shout out Chico on the 85 South show. For real. He was on a Breakfast Club, bro, and he made a very poignant statement. And he was asked, would he ever consider being married, right? And he was like, nah, it's not his thing. So long story short, he ended up saying that, listen, you're gonna know this. So basically, my point is a lot of men aren't honest, right? That's a lot of our problem. A lot of motherfuckers don't know, like, bro, if you honest with a woman, one or two things gonna happen. Either you gonna get what you want or you ain't.
Yeah.
But she'll respect you either way. You can walk from this situation without her feeling like ill or whatever, right? So
Yeah.
Chico was basically like, listen, you gonna know everything that's going on with me as far as where you stand with me, what I want from you, and what you're gonna get from me. That way you will never be a victim, you will only be a volunteer.
I
You
like
will
the way
never
he
say I
said
played
that,
you.
dog. Yeah.
If you come and decide to be a part of this situation, it's by choice, not by force. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna trick you into this. I'm letting you know. Yeah, well, I might take you out to dinner Monday, and we're gonna spend a night, and we gonna shake the bedroom up. We're gonna do all that. Tuesday, I'm finna go be with Shorty. You already know what type of time we on. So if that's not what you into, I'm not with you. Like, I'm not for you. And a lot of men need to be honest. When you approach a woman or when you're dealing with a certain type of woman, you need to just be honest. Let them know, like, hey, I don't know if I'm gonna like you. I don't know if me and you gonna be able to be a relationship or be married, husband and wife. But what I am willing to do is let's have some fun, let's kick it, let's see what happens. Don't try to make it seem like that's what you want out the gate. Just be real, bro. And I'm speaking from experience. Like, I got a bunch of female friends like who are more like sisters to me. You know this because you know me.
Yeah.
Like, bro, the one thing that is very common amongst all of them, just be honest. Cause you never know what they want. You never know how they may be feeling. I might not want to be in a relationship with you either. But we can have fun, we can kick it, we can have a good time. I'm somebody who you can call on, you somebody I can call on. Like, let's just be real with each other. You
I
know what
remember
I'm saying?
back when I was getting my hair dreaded back when I had dreads, you
Yeah.
know what I mean, But
Mm-hmm.
I was in the shop or whatever getting my hair dreaded or whatever, or twisted. I know
Yeah,
people
yeah.
don't call it dreads no more. But I was getting my hair twisted, and the girl and my loctician and her friend was having a
Yeah.
conversation, and she was basically it went like her friend like, oh, she mad at this nigga. My loctician like, why are you mad? You not with the nigga? She like her friend like, oh, he said he was player. He could have just been player, right? He could have just been
Could have
honest
just
about
told
it
me.
if he was exactly. And I was like,
Could have just
God
told me.
damn. You know what I mean? Like this where
Could have
they
just
at
told
with
me.
it. They just want you to be real, my nigga.
You wanna know what's
You know
crazy?
what I'm
A lot
saying?
of women, even if they
Let them
tell
make
you
the
no,
choice.
even if they tell you, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Let them choose. Let them choose. Don't let them be victims. Don't force them to be a victim. Allow them to be a volunteer. Either she going because I tell you right now for a fact, hey, if she want to, she will. You ain't got to force her. If she want to, she will, bro.
That's a Fendi fact.
Like, it don't she don't if a woman who wants you in a certain way
He
or wants
probably
to
done
look out for
already
you,
thought about it.
yeah. So like you don't have to force that. If she wants to, she will. What she don't want is that she don't want to be played. She don't want to look like a fool. Listen, I already know what I'm doing. I already know what come with this. I'm rolling the dice. I
Yeah.
knew that I could crap out when I let him out my hand. I chose to play the game. I'm cool with the results
Yeah.
because he
And that's
allowed me
it.
to choose, right?
Yeah.
So
Then when she
that's
choose
that's my take
that
on that.
eliminate when she choose that eliminates a lot of arguments, bro.
It
It,
stops a lot of
it
things, and,
stops,
and
yeah,
then
it stops a lot of things, bro. You ain't gotta worry
yeah,
about
and
covering your ass.
no,
You know what I
because I already
mean?
told
You
you.
already told
I
her.
already told you. I already put you up on game. I didn't allow you. I didn't trick you. I didn't tell you that I was single and I wasn't. I told you, like, when I leave here, I'm finna go home to my girl, or I'm finna go home to my wife. A lot of men end up in these situations. Like, look at a lot of these movies and a lot of these things that we got going on. Like with a lot of these celebrities, with a lot of regular people, it's like sometimes, bro, they just don't care. And I know that's kind of shady and it's kind of shisty, because there's that thing, there's that sisterhood,
Yeah,
that's supposed to exist, especially amongst black women, where it's like, well, if I'm at home waiting for him, why would you sleep with him? This, that. I get that.
yeah,
I get that. Like, and I respect that, and I totally understand that. The problem is you can't control what anybody else does or what they want to do or what they desire. You got to hope that the person who you care about cares enough about you not to make those decisions.
man. That's a fact though, man. But it come down to
Because she don't
respect
owe
though.
you no loyalty.
Yeah,
If a stranger chooses to sleep with your husband, that stranger, she can know he married. She don't owe, if she don't care, she don't care. She don't owe you no loyalty. He does.
that's a fact. He the one took the vow.
He need to know. He need to be able to say, you know what? As fine as you is,
I
as
got to
beautiful
go
as you
home.
are, as fat as your ass is, I need to go home.
Yeah,
You got to go home.
you can't be out here baby boying.
Yeah, bro. You can't be
I mean,
Jody.
but he went home though. You know what I mean? We'll
Nah,
talk about that
he
later.
did.
But
No,
you
but
know,
that's what I'm saying though.
but, yeah,
But
he
guess
put
what the
himself
women
in
gonna
that
say
position.
before they even try to get at us in the comments? Guess what the women gonna say? His ass shouldn't have been there in the first place.
That's a hey,
You shouldn't have been there.
nah. Yeah, you knew what you was
Okay,
doing.
Oh, you want a brownie point because you didn't fuck her? You shouldn't have been at her house in the first place. You see what I'm saying?
Man, all right. Listen, this
What's
is the
the next
last
topic?
topic. This. I know, I know you don't smoke weed, but I'm gonna get you
I
high,
know
man.
this,
You
but
know
it's
what I'm
Friday. I'm gonna get
saying?
you hot.
Hey, listen now, check this out, dog.
What up,
I
cut?
don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna put it up to the screen, but hopefully you can see this. They
All right.
got something called 99% pure THC diamonds, bro. Look how.
Oh, that look like that crack.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
that's it, bro.
Hold on. Let me.
That's crack. That
I'm gonna
cocaine right there.
I'm gonna unblur this camera right quick. Hold on, so y'all can see.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, let the chat see it real fast,
Check this out.
bro.
Somebody in the comments said they low key trying to get niggas to smoke crack again.
That's crack rock. I don't care what you talking about. You put that in the pipe. That crack rock. Listen,
Hey, I
hey,
smoke weed,
hey,
nigga. If I see some shit like
here's
that, I'm not
here's what I
smoking
don't
it. That shit look like
understand, bro.
silicone. It look like that
Why,
gel shit.
why, why are there a bunch of hypes? You didn't see what it made, buddy. He's over there asleep, standing up in the corner with his clothes halfway off, and you decided, oh yeah, I want to try that. Whatever he had, give me some. But I never understand it.
Ah, man. No, hey, facts,
I
bro.
never understand it. You don't.
Facts.
Hey, it's very rare that you see young hypes, but they exist,
Yeah. They
and
out
it's
here
like,
now,
hey,
for real.
now, no shade, no shade. The knowledge has changed. We don't shame people. I understand people go through certain situations. People end up in situations where they're forced to do certain things. All jokes aside, we sympathize with those people. We emphasize with those people. Now that the disclaimer out the way, boy, your ass knew what a crack rock was. Boy, your ass tweaking.
Oh man,
Well,
dog.
ain't nobody had no gun to your head telling you need to do this. Your ass was at the function, and you was like, however, whatever got him leaning up against the wall, I want to try that. Now your ass strung out.
Man,
Boy, I don't make no sense to me.
nigga, listen. I don't even like smoking. What's that shit? You got sativa hybrid. I don't even like smoking indica
Yeah,
because
it's
that
a head
shit
hop.
is too heavy, right?
Yeah,
Have your ass slumped out somewhere. I'm not
facts.
about to try nothing that's 99%. That shit like indica like 20 to 25% THC. Sometimes
Yeah,
closer to 30. Nigga, 99%. Like you
that's
just
too much.
you handed me death. You here, man. Here you go, man. Here's a heart stopper right
Hey,
here, bro.
at that point,
Oh
you
here.
want to do more than get high. Like you trying to get strung out.
My nigga, hey, what I'm gonna do with that? Chip it off the block? Look at,
Yeah,
hey,
bro,
you only gonna need a little bit of
how
that
you
shit,
smoke
like
it?
Like,
So now they got it
like
in rock
fuck.
form. Now you got to put it in the pipe. You a crackhead.
Oh yeah. Now that I think
I
about
don't
it,
give a damn that it's THC. You
cause
got
you don't.
that's a
Yeah.
rock. You got to put that in the pipe. You
That's
a
not even a.
crackhead.
That's not even a flower.
You can't break
Yeah.
that
That's
down and put it in no blunt.
yeah.
Even
That's
if
not
you
even.
do, you still a crackhead because you got to lace it. Technically, you lacing regular weed with the diamond rock.
That's correct. No, you right
Let's
though,
call
bro.
a spade here.
I'm gonna
If
show
you don't
y'all
put
one more time what this shit look like. Go
yeah,
ahead, you can
put it
keep
on
talking,
there.
bro.
Nah, my thing is, it's just, bro, it's a rock.
It's a
That's
rock. It's a
crackhead.
rock.
That's what Franklin Saint was selling in California. That's what Franklin Saint had that got him shot in the back, and he had to walk with a cane for 2 seasons. That's what this is. Like, that's cocaine, bro. That's crack cocaine, my boy. That ain't no goddamn. Weed is a flower. You
Yeah, that ain't
crumble it
no.
up. You put it in a little cigar, whatever your choice, backwood, goddamn, whatever they smoke, because I don't smoke no more. You put that shit in there, and you roll it up. You light some fire to it, and make you, what Cat Williams say, hungry, happy, sleepy.
That ain't. Hey,
That shit,
listen. That do
that shit
remind
right
me.
there.
That remind
That's
me of
what
that
it is.
crack. That joke. What's his name was saying this shit. That
Uh,
remind me of it. That joke that Cat Williams was saying. Like they got
yeah,
all kinds of names now for weed.
this shit here, nigga.
Yeah,
This shit right here.
this shit here, right here, nigga. This
This
shit
shit called
guaranteed,
death, nigga.
guaranteed to fuck you up. Look at
Yeah, I
that,
don't need
nigga.
that, bro. I'm cool. I'm
No, you ain't
straight.
gotta fuck. Don't fuck me up, bro. I'm cool, bro.
I'm
I'm
straight, bro.
yeah.
Don't do no shit like that around me. I'm gonna look at you different. You can't do no shit like that around me, bro. I'm gonna look at you different
Hey, nigga,
forever.
show gonna be confused and shit. Like,
Word to you, bro. I'm gonna look at a nigga different, like for real.
what the fuck E-Man just do, fam? Like he
First of all, why
was
you
that
got a jar
Crystal?
of this shit? Why you got a jar of it? If you had like a little rock in a bag, I'm still gonna judge you. But
My
you
nigga
come with
said
a
he got a
jar,
jar, nigga. Yeah.
you got all of, yeah, bro.
That nigga
You
said you
trying to
got
do
the
more than
whole
get high.
nigga got a 3.5 of crack rock. Look
You got
at
a 3.5 of
that.
crack cocaine in your pocket, bro. Talking about this weed, bitch. You got me fucked up.
Nigga trying to get niggas to join in and shit. Like, nah,
No,
man.
I'm cool. I'm
It's
cool.
like the sticky, this THC.
But 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 on some knowledge exchange shit, that's a problem, bro. That's a problem.
Yeah,
We don't need that. Nobody needs that.
nah,
You know what I'm saying? Nobody needs that, bro. Like, all jokes aside, bro, nobody need that. There's nothing that you can go through. And I'm gonna tap into something real quick.
go ahead.
I was just having a
You
conversation
about to
with
get
my
the
girl,
solo,
bro.
bro.
You say what?
You getting the solo cam, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna just tap into something real quick, bro. Like, this is something that I firmly believe. Nothing that you go through in life requires that much of anything, right? I was 6 years old. A lot of y'all don't know this, and I don't mean to bring the mood down. I was 6 years old when I seen somebody die in front of me who was also 6. How you choose to let things affect you are completely up to you, right? Bro, there's no reason why anybody looking at that needs to be like, oh, I gotta try that. Like, what are you going after? What are you chasing? Either what are you chasing or what are you running away from? Like, what's really good? Like, mental health, I get it. Depression, anxiety, I get it. Like, I understand those type of things. Like, 1000%, they are real. They do need to be addressed. Is what is 99% of tea? I'm gonna put it, bro. Think about it. Some of your average weed that you get, you go buy a 20 bag off of somebody right now. It's probably what, 5-10% weed. Some people be knocked the fuck out. They sleep off of that.
Yeah,
Imagine 99%, bro. You
that's what I'm saying.
last time I checked, it took 50,000 grams of marijuana to overdose. It's very hard to overdose off weed. But 99%,
You in the
you ain't
casket.
gonna overdose, but you gonna be fucked up, bro. Like, you don't need that.
Man, you in the casket, bro. 99%.
You don't need
Especially
that.
if you taking the whole 99% to the head, pause, bro. You in the casket. You might
Yeah,
be
bro.
knocking on you might be knocking on that bitch for them to let you out. But nigga, they ain't gonna know you're
there's
not
nothing,
dead, bro. Cause like, what the fuck?
there's nothing that qualify. There's no reason
A
where
good
it's like
a good
I need.
indica. My bad. Not to I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead, go
But
ahead, go
but
ahead.
for reference, a good indica weed is like
Mhm.
30% THC.
Okay,
So
and that's the
that's
head high.
damn near two or three
Three,
times as much
it's
as
three
some good
times.
indica, bro.
Yeah, you don't need that. I don't think nobody needs that. Like for real, for real. Because you're not gonna be functionable. A lot of people get high and can't even do what they need to do for the day type shit.
Yeah, be sleep somewhere, forgot they had to do some shit.
Yeah. So I just
I've
don't
been
think
there.
I don't think that it's just that I just don't think it's that necessary personally. Again, one thing that I'm big on, I don't knock anybody. Like everybody could do whatever they want to. But if you watching the knowledge exchange and you care about the fact that we care about y'all as our viewers, as our fans, I don't care what you've been through, bro. You can take a shot, bro. I'd rather you run through a bottle than to do something like that.
Yeah.
Come
It
on
might
now,
not be
man.
no
That look
coming
like
back from
crack,
that shit
bro.
like
That
that,
that look
bro.
like crack.
Yeah.
I'd rather you run through a bottle and pass out in your bedroom, like for real, for real. And neither one is better than the other, but one is just it don't not come on, man. That just don't make no sense.
Nah, it don't, dog.
It's
And then
unnecessary.
the way it looked, that shit look like meth. You know what I'm saying? It look like
Yeah,
crack. You know what I mean?
it
It
look
don't
like
look
glass,
like, yeah, it don't look like nothing that it is not a flower. You ain't breaking no shit. Yeah, if you break that down, it's crumbs, my nigga. It's not flour,
right?
it's not shake. It's crumbs, bro. So you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I'm like, man, let me show this to my boy right quick, man.
No,
Yeah, ain't no
I
way in
actually
hell I'm smoking that shit. You
I
could you
seen
go ahead and
I
pass
did
the
see
blunt
the
to the
post
next
about it.
nigga.
Yeah, I'm glad you actually showed me, bro, because I did see the post about it, and I the first thing I thought is the same thing I said. Like it's just very unnecessary.
Yeah. I
You
agree.
know, like even some of these rappers, they don't exceed 40, maybe 50% for their THC content. And then that be having, and then you hear the stories of you go, you know, you watch the Jimmy Fallon's or whatever, you know, late night TV or whatever, the podcast, and you hear these stories of people like, yeah, I smoked with Snoop and I fell asleep. You know, like you can't even handle the 35, 40% that they had. What you need
Yeah.
99 for? At
Yeah.
that point,
Like you
you're going to be
said,
burned
don't
out.
nobody need to be.
You don't need to be
How
that
do
high.
how do you hey, listen, remember what I said about them dates and shit? If you
Yeah.
take the bitch to Root Chris, you can't take her to Denny's the next time. You smoking 99%. How do you come down from that?
You want to know what's crazy? Exactly what you're saying is exactly how people end up addicted. So what happens is when people try crack or like heroin for the first time, it feels so good to them. That's why they keep going back because they keep chasing that high that they had the first time. It'll never feel the same after the first time. It's not meant to.
Mm.
So when you try it for the first time, you get this euphoria, you get this burst of energy, this burst of this, that, and the third, right? Da 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 da. And then when you go back, it don't feel as good. And you like, oh, I need to shoot this shit in my arm. Like, how why I don't feel like how I felt the first time, or oh, I need to fire this shit up. Why I don't feel like how I felt the first time. And that's how people get addicted. Excuse me. That's how people get addicted. Really, a lot of addicts will tell you, I'm just chasing that first high. Like, if I could feel that again, I wouldn't do this shit no more. But the problem is you ain't gonna never feel that again, so you're gonna forever do this shit.
Or it's like you said, the first time ain't nothing that they going through worth that shit. Cause a lot of
No, it never was worth that.
an equal amount will also say that they was running from something. You get what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I just I knew it was gonna be funny to bring up the
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean it's funny, but then there are some real shit. You know, there's
It's
some
some
real
real shit to
things
talk
that are
about.
intertwined with that.
Yep.
You know, but if you ready, I got the B Mahoney conspiracy theory locked in.
All right, go ahead, kick it off, man. You got the flow.
Boom. Hold on, wait. Let me put my cup up. I got this drink in my cup. Shout out Kirk O'Bang. Tonight's conspiracy theory by B Mahoney. What the hell is going on in Antarctica? Is there an ice wall? Is there something going on down there that we don't know? Travel is extremely limited. Yes, you can go to Antarctica. You can do a couple excursions. And I know this because I've done research before I decided to talk about it. So you can do very minimal things. What is going on down there? Antarctica supposedly hosts pyramids, life forms that are frozen that they are starting to discover. Over the last few years, there's been diseases found in Antarctica. There have been specimens found in Antarctica that were not known to exist. And they've been around since the dinosaur age, if we choose to believe in that. Because if you ask me, how the hell can you find a whole Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton, but you can't tell me where not one person from the Bible is buried? Oops, my bad. Did I say that out loud? I did. Anyway, Antarctica is a place of a plethora of information. And I think the government, that's all the governments that are hiding it, they owe us an explanation. What are y'all doing down there? Why are y'all keeping it away from the people? What are y'all hiding? What have y'all found? Why is there people exposing what's going on in Antarctica and then they're disappearing? Use TikTok, use Google. Everything that I'm saying, you can research it. There's a bunch of things going on down there. Antarctica was not always frozen. It was once inhabitable. Habitable, not inhabitable. It was once habitable, and people did exist there, and civilizations were there. Don't let them lie to you and tell you otherwise. When you go to a place and there's why are there military bases from every single nation on Antarctica if there was nothing of importance down there? Sometimes, y'all, we just got to look at the information that we see and just ask the most obvious questions. They don't even have to lie to us. We just not even using our head. Let's use our common sense. Y'all don't feel threatened by what's going on down there? Y'all don't understand what's happening? Listen, man, there are things going on right now that we all need to know about. Antarctica is one of those things. Let's stop acting like they are being truthful with us, whoever they are. I'm telling y'all for a fact, you want to know what's going on. You want to know what's happening. Because when shit start to hit the fan and you not prepared for it, you not going to like it. So with that being said, do some research on Antarctica. Do some research on portals. Do some research on the specimens that they found. Do some research on the laboratories that are down there. Do some research on what they call blue ice. It's called blue ice. I'm not going to get too deep into it. I want y'all to go and do some research and then come back to the Knowledge Exchange podcast. Leave some comments. Let me know what y'all find. I know what most of y'all going to find because I already have the information. Let me know what y'all going to find, and we going to toast to that. You did.
And there you have it, this week's conspiracy theory with B. Mahoney. And yeah, like you said, toast to that. Y'all may be wondering why my drink is always green, but we'll discuss that.
You know what?
On another episode.
You know what? Let's just entertain the people real quick before we log out. Cause I drink mine straight. What Lil Wayne say? Make mine a straight with no chase, hold the ice. Got enough on anyway.
The reason, okay, listen. So check this out. The reason why my drink is green, it's Hypnotic and Hennessy, first of all. But the reason why it's a little lighter is because hometown Calypso Kiwi Lemonade. It kind of like dampers the strength of the alcohol.
Yeah, take the edge off.
Yeah, man. But hey, listen, whether it was straight or not, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, no homo. I would have drunk that shit, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
But you know, it was a little bit more dirtier than I thought it was gonna be. So I was like, man, let me go ahead so I can sip this throughout the show.
Nah, you are good. Listen, y'all. Hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. I think I'm gonna just take over the outro for this episode. Hey, listen, we love y'all, man. We thank y'all for all the support. the topics that we talk about. We appreciate any feedback, any comments, good or bad, man. Let us know. If you got something that you want us to touch on and you like how we think and you feel like, oh, I want to know their opinion on this, please leave a like, drop it in the comments, share, subscribe, and we will get to that. I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to keep it real slick like hair grease, but with less mess. Can you dig it?
Hey man, that's another episode of Knowledge Exchange. Episode 2 of Rap, man. We out of here, man.
Love y'all.